Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Maplewood Legacy episode 22. So welcome back to another episode of the Maplewood Legacy. We are in a different location today. The Maplewood family have taken themselves on vacation to Mount Komorebi. They celebrated the new year together with their friends, and to start off the new year they have decided to come on a short vacation to Mount Komorebi. Everyone has woken up relatively early this morning so then they can all get ready to head on over to the slopes today. We're going to be spending today in the snow, going sledding, skiing, snowboarding, and then tomorrow we're going to be heading more to the rural area of Mount Komorebi. You may have already noticed, but Amaya's parents are actually going to be joining us on this vacation. Last time the family did come here, they did say that they wanted to rent out a house in the snowy area so then they could have more access to the snowy activities. So they did decide to rent one, and Amaya's parents also came along as well. There is enough bedrooms for everyone to stay in the rental, so Amaya offered for her parents to come along so then they could spend some more time together, as Amaya doesn't get to see her parents very often, so for them to be able to come on vacation with us is very nice. And I think that Kimi and Takashi are very happy that they have come along with them on this vacation, and I think Amaya is also quite excited about that, as she does get along really well with her parents now, and I think she's looking forward to being able to spend time with them and for her children to be able to spend time with their grandparents too. However, let's get into today. It looks like Oscar is awake. He is hungry, so I'm sure he's going to come over here and come and say hi to Kimi and maybe come and join cooking as well, and then he's definitely going to have an omelette for breakfast. Ethan and Takashi are in here getting to know each other a bit more. As you can see, they are still acquaintances. They obviously speak to each other when they do see each other. They aren't friends yet, but I think that during this vacation they definitely will turn into friends, hopefully. Also, a few updates on the family. You may be able to notice some change in Amaya because she has changed her hair. She has gone for a whole new look with her hair. Her hair was quite long already, but she's decided to get bangs cut into the front and they suit her a lot. I'm really happy with this hairstyle on her. I'm definitely going to keep this for quite a while because I think it looks so good on her. Also, some updates on Emmy. She has unlocked a few new milestones since we have last seen her. She can now sit up. She's just currently learning how to crawl, or will get there eventually and know how to crawl. This is also her first vacation, and also she just had her first baby food as well. It also looks like Isaac has woken up as well, so I'm going to get him to make his way downstairs ready to eat some breakfast too. He is growing up very quick now, Isaac. He has a level 4 movement, level 4 communication, level 3 thinking and level 4 imagination. So his skills are quite high. I definitely think he's going to max out quite a few of them before he does age up into a child. Breakfast has finally been made and complete, so everyone is now going to sit down and tuck into some breakfast. A few of them have already got ready and dressed, so then they can just head out straight away and start with today's activities. Kimi isn't really one for heading out in the snow or doing many snow activities, so she's actually opted to stay here with Emmy and look after her for the morning whilst everyone is off doing some activities. Amaya said that she would stay behind, but Kimi insisted on her going and enjoying herself, so I think Amaya is going to head out for a while, but probably not for too long, as I feel like she would feel a bit bad for leaving Emmy with her mum. 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒄 is going to come along with us though. He loves the snow. I think that he is going to really enjoy doing all of these activities with his grandchildren, especially Oscar now that he's a lot older. Obviously, when we came on vacation with them to Mount Komorebi in this series last, Oscar was just a toddler and we didn't have 𝒔𝒊𝒄 and nor did we have 𝒎𝒑 either. Everyone is going to get heading out now. I've got everyone to go into a group. Kimmy's also coming out to say goodbye to them all, and then she's going to head back inside and look after Emmy for the morning. But we are all going to make our way over here, and it does actually look like Yama-chan is here, so I definitely think that we need to get Oscar to take a photo so then we can recreate the first photo that we did take with Yama-chan. So we'll get him to come over. We'll also take some selfies as well. And then we definitely need to get Oscar to take a photo. This is the best picture that we are going to be able to get, but I think it looked really good. It turned out really good. We can also get this picture of Ethan as well. I saw him standing here, so we'll take a picture of him. We'll get Oscar to take a selfie like this as well. And we can actually ask for a capsule, which I've never seen before, so I definitely think Oscar is going to go ahead and ask for one of them. I think that may be an interaction with the kids, which is really cool, but I love that you can ask for one. That's really cool. We're definitely have to open that in a second. Looks like 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒄 is coming over to talk to Oscar. He's probably asking if he wants to go ahead and have a go on the slopes. I definitely think that Oscar is going to say yes, so they are going to go sledding on the bunny slope and we will go one time with 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒄. I definitely think that Oscar is going to want to go with his parents as well. And I just got the family dynamic that �𝒂𝒊𝒄 and Oscar are jokesters. I'm going to say yes to that. I like that idea. I'm going to get Isaac to come and teleport up here just so it's easier for this to happen. But we'll also go sledding on the bunny slope one time with Amaya, and Amaya can take Isaac. We'll get Ethan to watch for a second. And here goes Oscar and �𝒂𝒊𝒄. Here they go. They decided to go on the one with the jumps, but it looks like they're having a great time. Looks like �𝒂𝒊𝒄 is actually asking again. He still wants to have a go on it with Oscar. So I'm going to get them to just continue going. And up there I can see Amaya and Isaac walking together. How cute are they both? I'm going to get Ethan to run on over here and try and get a picture of Amaya and Isaac as well. Here they go. They're also going to head down as well. I'm also going to get myself a picture as well just to keep it in the memory books. But off they go. They're coming on down. We'll get Ethan to take a picture of the both of them. They're kind of far away. We can't really zoom in, so we're just going to have to do a far away picture, I think, but that's okay. Now it's Ethan's turn to take Isaac on the slopes as well. I think he definitely will want to take Oscar at some point, but right now Oscar is so preoccupied with his grandpa. They just keep going on it together. �𝒂𝒊𝒄 just keeps on asking Oscar over and over again, you ready to go again? You ready to go again? And of course Oscar can't say no to his grandpa, so they do keep heading on down together. And not only that, they're also heading on the slopes with the bumps, so I really don't know how they are doing this continuously. That does look like it would hurt a bit, but they're having a good time. And I think that may be a sign for these two to maybe have a bit of a break or go on some easier slopes, because they did just crash out of the sled at quite a fast speed and now they're just laying on the floor. That was quite funny though, but I hope that they didn't hurt themselves. �𝒂𝒊𝒄 is asking again, but I think this time Oscar is going to say, Grandpa, you should be careful, you're going to hurt yourself. So I think he's going to kind of say, you're right, and he's going to go over and talk to Amaya for a bit. But before we miss it, here come Ethan and Isaac as well down the slope, and they also just fell out as well. Maybe we should all slow down on the sledding because everyone is just going to injure themselves soon. I think Isaac is asking to go on the sled, but Ethan has actually said no. The bubble came up above his head to say no, let's not do that again. I think Ethan has probably realized that maybe that's a bit dangerous for Isaac to be going on that, as he definitely could hurt himself. I think Amaya is going to be like, Ethan, you need to slow down. Isaac's only small, he's going to hurt himself. And I think Ethan is going to be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go that fast. I think I'll take a break from sledding for a bit. I would really like 𝒔𝒊𝒄 and Ethan to do something together before they do head back for this evening. So 𝒔𝒊𝒄 has actually just come over to her dad and be like, hey, would it be okay if me and Ethan head up to the slopes just for half an hour or so? And he's going to say, of course, that's fine. I'll look after the kids. We'll build some snow pals together. And by that conversation, 𝒔𝒊𝒄 and 𝒔𝒊𝒄 have also become very close, which I really like. So I think I'm definitely going to say yes to that family dynamic as well. If I just pause for a second, as you can see, 𝒔𝒊𝒄 is actually very close with her parents now. When we first did meet them, I think it was around episode 15 of the series, she did not have a good relationship with them at all, but because they talk on the phone all the time and of course they have seen each other more often throughout the years, they are now very close, which I love. I think it's really sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and disband the group, and I'm just going to add a group for 𝒔𝒊𝒄 and also Ethan as well. And I would really like the both of them to ride to the top and do some skiing or snowboarding, so they're going to head up there and do a round of that. As for the kids and 𝒔𝒊𝒄, I think they are going to build a snow pal together, so I think they are going to make their way back to the rental to go and do this and do it in their own space where they have a bit more room. As they walk back, I would really like Oscar to open his 𝒎𝒄𝒊𝒄 capsule that he got off of Yama-chan. As we know, Oscar definitely does like collecting collectibles, and he got Medieval Grimm, which is actually a 5-star ranking, so I assume that that's actually one of the rarest ones you can get, which is really cool. It actually costs 500 simoleons, which is a lot of money. I think Oscar is going to be very happy with that, very shocked by that as well. Oscar definitely gets very lucky with collectibles. He always seems to get really good ones. And 𝒔𝒊𝒄 walked away for a second and Itswispella is destroying the snow pal, so they're going to have to rebuild that all up again. I think that 𝒔𝒊𝒄 would definitely discipline Itswispell's behavior for doing that. So I think that he is going to say to him not to do that again and kind of tell him in a very stern way. But they're going to continue building another one. As for 𝒔𝒊𝒄 and Ethan, they are up here. They are about to go ahead and go down the big slope. The sun is setting and that looks so pretty. So we will get them both to come over here, and I think we can only go on the easy slope. So I think we are going to go skiing down it, and we'll go down one time because we do need to head down for some dinner back to our rental soon. And I think we will do medium intensity. I think they could both do that potentially, so we'll go down with them and see how they get on. I don't know if they're going to go down together. I think they have to wait for one another, so 𝒔𝒊𝒄 is going to go down first. Oh, here comes Ethan just behind her now, but let's see how 𝒔𝒊𝒄 is going to do. She's definitely had skiing experience in the past, as you can see. She is doing a good job though. She's going down the slope really well. She made it down. She didn't really do any tricks, but she made it down to the bottom safe and sound. As for Ethan, he's also making his way down as well. He definitely looks a little bit more like he's struggling than 𝒔𝒊𝒄, and it looks like 𝒔𝒊𝒄 actually likes skiing, which is interesting because she's starting to really enjoy activities around here. I'm definitely going to say yes for that. And he looks a little bit awkward compared to 𝒔𝒊𝒄. 𝒔𝒊𝒄 is definitely more naturally gifted at these type of things, as you can see. I think he's going to goof around a bit and show his muscles and just be like, that was so impressive of me, right? Even though he fell down straight onto his back. I wish we'd brought a camera with us so then we could take some more higher quality photos, but I am going to get these two to take a selfie together. I think that will be really cute. These two are so sweet. They look so different from when they last took selfies here together. So we'll take some pictures and definitely frame them when we get home. But I do need to get these two to head back to the rental now. We need to grab some dinner. It's very late, but today has been a lot of fun. Everyone is now coming inside into the rental house. They're all getting cozy, taking off all of their winter clothes, and the boys have come in to watch some cartoons on the TV. Itswispella is sitting right in front of the TV. 𝒔𝒊𝒄 has come to sit at the table with her parents. She's going to have a chat with them. And also as well, I think we are going to put on a hot pot as well. I can imagine that Kimmy has been preparing it whilst they have been out, so we're going to put one of them on. I've gone ahead and had to put the hot pot out here because no one can grab it, but it should be done in a second and then we can grab some dinner. So in the meantime, everyone is just having a chat in the kitchen. And there we go, the hot pot is ready. So I'm gonna get everyone to make their way in here and come and sit down and eat all together. But today has been a lovely day. I think that everyone has had a really good time playing out in the snow, and by today I can definitely see that Oscar and Takashi actually get along really well. They were sledding together for hours and they were always talking with one another. I think that Takashi is the one who definitely enjoys spending time with Oscar. They do seem to get on very well. We're definitely all going to talk whilst we're here and just have a chat, talk about the day today. I also would really like Amaya to ask her parents about their wedding day and just bring it up in conversation, as soon it is going to be Amaya's wedding day, as herself and Ethan are going to be getting married in a couple of episodes time. So I think she would just like to ask them a bit about theirs and talk about it a little bit. It looks like she's coming over to ask her mum. I think whilst they're here, Amaya and Ethan are considering looking at a wedding venue. They potentially do want to get married in Mount Komorebi. They're not too sure if they want to get married here or if they want to get married somewhere else. So they are going to look at a wedding venue very quickly tomorrow on their way to their activities, just so then they can see what it looks like and see if they like the look of it. However, I'm going to let everyone in the house rest now after a very busy day today, and we'll catch up with them all again in the morning. It is now the next morning. It's currently just turned 6 a.m. and you may be surprised to see Oscar is up, dressed and ready. He has woken up with a lot of excitement this morning. He's actually woken up and said good morning to his grandma, and he's actually come over to say, "Hey grandma, can I head into the main area and go and get some 𝒎𝒔𝒊𝒄s please?" All night he has been dreaming about 𝒎𝒔𝒊𝒄s and having a dream of going and buying them. He did get one yesterday, and I think that has made him very excited to go and buy more, and he just can't wait. So he's asked Kimmy if he can go over there and grab some. I think Kimmy has said yes. He's going to head over at 6 o'clock in the morning and make his way over here to go and buy himself some 𝒎𝒔𝒊𝒄s. He's so excited that he is just walking around this early in the morning. But to be fair, I do feel like this area would be quite safe. I think that's why Kimmy has allowed Oscar to head out. As you can see, there is literally no one around, so I'm sure he will be okay. We'll catch up with him in a second. I think though Amaya and Ethan are gonna wake up now, and so is Emmy as well. We'll get Ethan this morning to give Emmy some breakfast, and I think we will give her some yogurt this morning. She did try mashed mango yesterday morning, which it looks like she likes, which is good. Takashi is also awake. Looks like he is browsing the books this morning. He's come into their room. I feel like he is coming in to be like, "Oh, guess what? I found this amazing book. You definitely have to read it." Amaya, I definitely think it'd be up your street. Ethan, do you like books like this? And I think she's just going to kind of say, "Good morning, Dad," and just have a bit of a chat with him. I've come to catch up on Isaac though. He is still over here getting some 𝒎𝒔𝒊𝒄s. I can imagine that he does have some spending money for this vacation, so he's going to buy probably 2. They are 50 simoleons each, so I don't think he's going to splurge out too much. He's managed to get an uncommon one, and let's purchase another one. Last time we did get a purple one from Yamachan, so I don't know if that is why we did get a 5-star one. It could be a really rare one. As you can see though, Oscar does love collecting things. He has so many Void Critter cards. He has a few collectibles in his inventory. Looks like he got a double of one that he already has, but it looks like he has got a new one, and he got the golden gnome simmy, which is ranked 1-star, but it is a golden one, so I think he's going to be quite happy about that. I think he's going to have a bit of a browse in the other vending machines as well and see if he can grab anything. I think he's going to look through this stuff and just be like, "Oh, I'm not too sure about that." He's going to have a look in this one as well. I think he's just quite intrigued by the vending machines. And as Oscar has been looking through the bits and bobs of vending machine, he has stumbled across some Void Critter booster packs, so of course he's going to buy himself one of them. He couldn't leave one of them in the vending machine, so he's going to buy one of them and then he's going to head on back. And it looks like he did get a new one, which I think he's going to be very excited about, so that was definitely worth his money. Everyone is nearly ready to go. We're going to get heading out early this morning because first we are going to head to the wedding venue that Amaya and Ethan want to look at. As I did mention a bit earlier on in the episode, they are going to look at one wedding venue here. If they do decide to not have their wedding here, they are looking at places such as Tulani or Tartosa. They also would like a beach wedding. They're not too sure what they're going to go for yet, but they do want to have a quick look at this wedding venue just to see if it's up their street or not. I think Amiah is definitely in two minds about having a wedding in Mount Komorebi. I think that she would love to have it here because it is her hometown and obviously where she grew up, but at the same time she hasn't been back here for too long, and also they don't really want to have a traditional Japanese wedding either. Also as well, they aren't really looking at having a traditional Mount Komorebi wedding, so they're not too sure if to have their wedding here or to have it in somewhere such as 𝒕𝒕 where they can take all their family and friends on a bit of a vacation. So they're not too sure what they want to do just yet, so their decision will be made by the time it is their wedding. But also let me know in the comments where you think they should have their wedding, because I would love to know. But it does look like everyone is set and ready to go. It probably will be a bit warmer where we are off to, so I am going to go ahead and just get Isaac to change his outfit into the one he was wearing yesterday. That should keep him warm enough, and I think it's time that we get going. And then after this we are going to go and do some fun activities down in the town area. We have arrived over at the wedding venue and we're going to take a look around. They did book a slot here, a reservation, to have a bit of a look around here. I think I'm just going to get Amiah to fantasize about weddings, the same as Ethan, and I think as they are standing at both sides they're going to kind of talk about it and just be like, well, what do you think of this area and this area over here? It is definitely a very nice wedding venue. I just don't know if it is what Amiah and Ethan are looking for, but they are going to carry on having a bit of a look around. It does look like in here we have an area to get ready. There's also a dance floor in here as well, and a kitchen area too. Amiah is definitely going to keep this on the cards, but I think also she has been fantasizing about having a beach wedding as well. I think though we are just going to have a chat about it. I definitely think that Kimmy would be one for butting in the conversation a bit. She would definitely want to talk to Amiah and Ethan about it as well and just be like, so what are you two thinking? I'm going to get her to say, back in my day, you know, when I had my wedding in a very similar area to this, it was a lovely wedding. I think though for now Amiah is going to say, and I think Ethan would agree, that they are going to give it a bit more of a think. They're going to decide by the end of the month, because they do need to decide whether they want to book this place up for their wedding or not. So I think Amiah's going to say, at the moment we're not too sure, mum, or we're going to decide by the end of the month. And we're also going to have a look at some other places, especially in 𝒕𝒕. You've heard of that place, right, mum? We're also thinking about having our wedding there. Kimmy did walk off a bit. I think she probably just thought, okay, I'll go and have a little bit of a look around for myself as well. So she's walked off, but I definitely think she is more looking around, but definitely trying to cool off a bit, because I think she would secretly really like them to have their wedding here. It looks like Takashi is also talking to the boys as well. Maybe he's asking them about what they think about the venue. I don't think they'd have too much to say though. I feel like Oscar would probably just be saying, it's nice. I don't think he'd really know what he'd be looking out for in a wedding venue. But as you can see, the wedding venue is definitely very nice. There is a lot to do here, everything that we need. So we will definitely keep this place in consideration. But I don't know if Amiah is more on the cards for a beach wedding. As we know, she isn't really into traditions when it comes to Mount Komorebi. So she isn't too fussed about getting married here. But it's definitely one of her options. It is the afternoon now though, so we are actually going to go ahead and head on over to the park now. There is a new park and cafe that has just opened up around this area, so we're going to get heading there. There's a lot of activities for the kids to do, and the park is just over in that direction. So once again, I'm going to get the family all to walk there, and we will meet up with them when they do arrive. We have now arrived on over at the park. As you can see, the family are just over there in the kids area. We'll head over and see what they are up to. Kimmy is doing press-ups. I'm gonna get Amiah to do some more practice crawling with Emmy. I would really like her to learn how to crawl. This park is really cool. I did get it off of the gallery. There is a kids play area over here, and then there is also a cafe over here too. I definitely think we will go and grab something to eat or drink in a bit. There's also lots of seating areas, and also over here there is an area where you can cook a barbecue, so I think we may eat here later on. And it's just so pretty with the lake and all of the plants. I love it here. It's very picturesque, but as you can see, everyone is getting up to a bunch of different activities. Kimmy and Amaya are over here trying to teach Emmy how to crawl. Ethan and Isaac are playing together as well. Looks like Takashi is giving Emmy a nap. That's so cute. Takashi really does love the grandkids. I can tell so much during this vacation how much he has enjoyed spending time with them. As for Oscar, he's over here playing on the equipment, of course. I think Isaac is a bit bored of playing on the slide, so I think he is going to head to the cafe area with his mum and his grandma. They are going to grab something to drink, and then soon we should grab some dinner because it is nearly 5 p.m. already. Kimmy is already there, so I think she's going to order herself a drink for here, and I think she is going to get herself the cappuccino. And as for Maya, I think she is actually going to order herself the barista's recommendation and see what they recommend to order. So they're going to go ahead and do that. Isaac is right behind them as well. Unfortunately, he can't order anything, but he's just going to come and join in as well and see what they're getting up to. I think that we should grab some food though. The lights over here have turned on and they look super pretty, so I think we should definitely get started on having some dinner. I'm not sure why Takashi is in his activewear, but since he's over here, I'm going to get him to come and grill some food up. I can imagine they've maybe bought some food with them. I think we'll go ahead and make something easy. We'll just make some hamburgers. So I get them all to come over and sit down and get ready to eat. Ethan is coming to grab Emmy because she's over here by herself, and Isaac is also making his way over as well. But the food's ready, so I'm going to get Takashi to call everyone to the meal. He did a great job with them burgers. They look really nice. The lights have now turned on. It is very, very bright here. We get Oscar to come and grab a hamburger, and also we get Amaya to come over and grab one. Kimmy can too, and so can Ethan, and I think Isaac also needs to grab one as well, so we get him to also get one too. I think Amaya is going to talk to her mum, and she's going to say to her, you know, thank you so much for coming on vacation with us. And I think Kimmy is going to say, of course, it's been lovely. I've had a really nice time, and I think your dad has as well. He seems to love hanging out with the kids. As we can tell, he's already down there back with Emmy again. And it looks like it is beginning to rain, so I think it's time we start wrapping this up and head back to the rental house. But before we do, I actually would like everyone to make a wish on this tree here. I didn't know that you could make a wish on these trees. I thought they were just for decoration. So I'm going to get everyone to come around and make a wish each. I'm going to get Amaya and Ethan to make a wish together. I think that will be super cute. And Oscar can also wish for one, and so can Kimmy and Takashi. I wonder what Oscar is wishing for in his wish. Probably something like more void critters or something like that. But I think one thing that Oscar may be wishing for as well in his wish is he hopes to come back here again and see his grandparents more, because I think he's had such a great time on this vacation. He's had a lot of fun. I think he is also just saying to his mum, thank you so much for taking us on holiday, and dad too. Can we come back here again at some point? And I think Amaya is going to say, I'm sure we will. We won't be leaving this place anytime soon. We'll be back again in a few months, maybe in the summertime, and we can come and do some more activities if you like. But that is where I'm going to be wrapping up today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun spending a couple of days with the family in Mount Komorebi and catching up with Amaya's parents again. I love it in Mount Komorebi. I think it's such a nice place, and I think the family really enjoy it as well. In the next episode, we are going to be back at home. It's now springtime at home, so we are going to be enjoying the warmer weather after all of this cold weather we've been having in this episode and the previous episodes. Also, next episode, I think it potentially may be Emmy's birthday. She's only been an infant for a couple of episodes, but the infant lifespan goes by very quickly. I'm just hoping hoping that we will be able to see her crawl before she does age up. She is going to be very similar age to Isaac when she does age up, so I'm hoping that they are going to get along really well. In next episode 2, I think we are going to do a bit more wedding prepping because their wedding is just around the corner and Maya and Ethan's wedding is going to be super duper soon, so I cannot wait for that. But other than that, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!